Hey guys, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing okay. Going to give you a pretty thorough overview of the article here. There's a link in the description. It is a tragedy. The article does get quite political as well. I will touch on the political aspects, but I perhaps won't go into a full-on deep dive in regards to that. But let's start off with the main topic at hand. It's in regards to the gentleman that you see in front of you. His name is Brandon Montrell, 43 years of age. He's perhaps better known as Boogie B. He's a comedian. He's a social media influencer. He's described as being a TikTok megastar with apparently more than 500,000 followers, if I understand correctly, 250,000 followers on TikTok and 500,000 on Facebook, if I'm getting that correctly. He's also very popular on Instagram, close to 250,000 followers on Instagram. So he's very well known. He has a series called Hood History, and he's been pursuing his entertainment career in Los Angeles. However, for the Christmas holidays, he's gone back home to his hometown in New Orleans to spend time with his mother and grandmother. He was at the local supermarket doing some grocery shopping. He was sat in the car and he was shot dead. He wasn't the intended target. There were two people in the car park lot that, for whatever unknown reason, were shooting at each other. Boogie B, Brandon Montrell, was shot by a stray bullet, I believe just the one, and he died, I believe, in his vehicle at the scene. Cops have released surveillance photographs of two suspects together with a grey or silver sedan getaway car, as well as a photo of a woman that they want to question. That woman is named Dominique Smith. No arrests have been made at this point in time, so it seems like the two suspects, the two people that were shooting at each other, got away. There's one person which is somewhat of a lead, Dominique Smith. So there she is. She's wanted for questioning. We don't know her involvement. We don't know if she was, well, we're told that it was two men shooting at each other. So perhaps she was accompanied by one of the two men. And we're told that a grey or silver sedan was used as a getaway car. That looks like a BMW to me. Could be entirely wrong with that. I don't follow cars too much nowadays. Not really that interested. Here's CCTV footage, two stills of the two suspects. Not the best CCTV footage. Certainly on the left is quite blurry, but you can get a sense for the clothing that they're wearing. Urban gear. You know, this guy's got a backpack on his chest. I guess that's the latest fashion. Here is the location of the incident. Grouse's Market, I believe. So he is a comedian. I've never come across him before, but apparently he's very popular, particularly on TikTok. Again, known for his Hood History series of videos in which he presents historic locations throughout the Crescent City with a humorous take. So the Crescent City, forgive me, is that New Orleans? Is that New Orleans or is that Los Angeles? I'm not sure. So it is an absolute tragedy, and of course, rest in peace to Boogie B. I will make a point to try to have a look at some of his videos to just show a little respect to this man who's had his life taken away from him. He's described as a very good guy, just living his life, no harm to anyone. And as I say, the article does get a little political. So this woman here is New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell. And the reason why we're looking at her is because the mother of Boogie B has complained, really. She's angry at the the level of crime that has been occurring in New Orleans for the last several decades. So the mother is angry that the mayor hasn't done enough to quell the violence. And we've got a lot of statistics here. It's got a higher homicide rate in New Orleans than any other US city, apparently. 265 murders in the city so far, up 31%. So I'm not going to do a deep dive in regards to this woman. What's her name? Cantrell. But there are some scandals. There are some accusations about her. Apparently she's alleged to have been misspending funds. She's paid a stylist $175,000 over the last several years. You know, do mayors need stylists? Well, apparently this one does. She claims that, what does she say here? Anyone who wants to question how I protect myself just doesn't understand the world black women walk in. Well, love, I'm quite sure you live in the same world that the rest of us do. Don't know why you feel the need to point to your race. Perhaps that's part of the problem, you being focused on race. You know, am I allowed to say such things? I don't know. But anyway, that's kind of besides the point. The family is very angry about the loss of their son, their grandson, their brother, their friend. Naturally so, full condolences to the family. But yeah, I mean, they're angry that New Orleans is not improving. And yeah, I think I'm not an expert, but seemingly the murder rate's going up 30%. This is not good. And for sure, the thing to do is to point the finger at your politicians. What have you been doing? You know, you've been paid your handsome salary. You get to hire security guards. You get to hire stylists. You get to spend time with Brad Pitt and whomever else. What have you done to deserve this? What improvements have you made? If the answer is none, then get the fuck out. You know? And I have to say, again, I shouldn't really get too overly political, but the citizens, the constituents really have a responsibility to vote the incompetent people out. But, you know, having said that, in my mind, everyone's incompetent. Not everybody, but the vast majority of people are incompetent. So I don't know. To me, they're all as bad as each other, these politicians. Pretty much. The good guys get destroyed by the media. The good guys are disgraced. You know, we're not allowed to give the good guys a chance, in my opinion. We're supposed to support these incompetent people that want to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on stylists. Gonna wrap things up there. Take care.